And then as I lifted her down, she kicked the out my dick. And as soon as the thing gets over, I wanted to beat her. Like I said before, ladies. Oh shit, I gotta flip the camera. Alright, like I said before, today's video will be more so about my theater journey now. Obviously, they're gonna have some points that coincide, and I realized I was in a lot of weird hesitation, and I shouldn't have had a lot of hesitation. But, you know what, I'm just gonna try to do the best I can to keep it strictly theater, but I'm probably gonna say some stuff that I repeated about last video. So, stay tuned, keep your popcorn ready, whatever you do, you like to kick up your nasty little stinker feet that you like to. I know some of y'all don't wash y'all bottom of y'all feet. Y'all nasty. I know some of y'all do. Just cue the intro, okay? Yeah, just go.
Hop in my ride. Let me take you to a place you never seen tonight. I'm gonna leave your body yearning. Make no mistake, your body gon' be lurking all on that G on me.
My theater journey really starts in 4th grade. Yeah, I did a school play, and I was supposed to be a main character in like the Christmas play, but I didn't have enough time to do it. And they made me like basically a pianist, which is crazy. So I played, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the song. I just said it in the other video. Reliant, I want to say Reliant K's song or whatever. I remember being in the next show, which was funny. I was Scrooge the next Christmas for my 5th grade year. And that was so funny because a lot of people didn't think I could do that role. And it was funny because it was like, oh, well, you can split lines with me. You know, I told you, shut your, yeah, I wanted to cuss you out. I was a kid, I was a gangster, you know what I'm saying? That's when I got into Stevie Wonder, because I did, That's What Christmas Means to Me. That was a song I did up there. And it was a fun time in elementary school. You know, that's really got my foot in the door for doing theater and stuff like that. Middle school, now that was kind of fun. Middle school was actually kind of fun. I had a teacher, Mr. Aiden Poling. I needed a dude to show me first. Like, okay, I know it's gonna be a lot of, you know. I wasn't that dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here because I like to sing, I like to act. Yeah, he was cool. Like he was understanding, like breaking down monologues, how to choose monologues, how to slay. We didn't do a lot of shows specifically in middle school, but I'm a funny guy. Like I said, I'm gonna always be a comedian. Then, you know what I'm saying, time goes by, you know, there wasn't really a lot of shows that I was doing personally in middle school. We get to high school, this is when, you know what I'm saying, I really started to get in my acting bag, you know what I'm saying? My freshman year, I still had Mr. Poling. Then that was the year of COVID, so we didn't really do much work there. It was tough because, you know, doing stuff on like Zoom and stuff like that, it just didn't really fit and it didn't really work out. Back to what I was saying though, high school, I got my foot in the door with a lot of shows. It was more so about writing, right? I wrote my monologue was crazy. I got to show, that'll be a separate video. I'll show me reacting to that. Now, that could be a funny video because I would break down like how I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm nice. Like, I'm really nice with the pen and paper when it comes to like writing monologue and stuff like that. Fast forward to my sophomore year, we had fun in that class. I was going in that class early. I was leaving football to go straight there. You know what I'm saying? I hated football right at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just lifting the lift, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, Miss Jamie and me had a blast in that class. I forget who was in that class, but our class was so lit. I could just name down. I know I did Princess and the Frog. I was Louis. I was Louis from Princess and the Frog. I did a show called Louisiana Saturday Night. I was an alligator again, which is crazy. And I was like a country boy. I was really the main show that I've always been like a side character, but I've always been a key character, you know what I'm saying? Like I always steal the show. That's one thing about me that I always do. I just seem to always steal the show because if something goes down and something goes wrong, I know I can improv. Improv is like my #1 thing about acting. Like if you can't improv, you can't do nothing. And one time I think somebody forgot the lines and I'm just like, I gotta make the kids laugh. So I failed. And as a big dude, I mean, it's funny when big dudes fall. I've done a lot of shows. I can't remember all of them shows though. Oh yeah, I was like a guest judge and he was like a punk, but he wasn't really a punk. And like I said, I'm not okay with playing like the sensitive roles, but if y'all need me to, I can do it. So I was like, Mr. DeVille. I like making people laugh, you know what I'm saying? And I be making the black people laugh at white shows, you know what I'm saying? That's what you need. Taking away from high school, like this is when I was auditioning for other stuff, the Emmett Hood Center, which is downtown Shreveport. And I did Elf. And they made me play the Macy's character, which was Faison Love. Faison Love was the Macy's guy. I can't lie, it makes you think. I remember that line to this day. Then fast forward, one of my favorite shows I ever did was Godspell. It was only like 7, 8, 9 people. It was different, you know? I wasn't alone, you know what I'm saying? I had a black brother with me. Shout out my dog, Mr. Bud, you know what I'm saying? I'll get to him later. But yeah, Godspell, I was playing Lamar. I did All Good Gifts, and I killed my version. That version, that was lit. I made it 10 times better. And that actually got me in the foot in the door with another show, which I'm about to get to right now. Mr. Budgewater was really down with me about doing that show, so he brought his folks from Yazzie. They said that they loved what I did during the show, and they said, would I be down to do it during the summer? I said, of course. So, you know, I'm doing the show. That show was called Yazzie Jams to the 90s. That was when I did Maxwell. I did Maxwell's Don't Ever Wonder. And I did This Is How We Do It. That show was really funny. You know, I had a part. So if you remember the 90s song, you know, Don't Leave Me by Blackstreet, you know, and then, you remember the breakups? Like, there was a line about, you know, breaking up, and then I was like, don't leave me, girl. And like the whole crowd just started busting out laughing, because it fit the theme of Yazzie Jansen 90. I don't think a lot of people remember that. But yeah, man, that show really taught me a lot. Like, it was a blessing in disguise, because, you know, I got to work with a lot more people that were, you know, my color. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? That was my color. Oh yeah, I did Jesus Christ Superstar. Boy, shout out to my dog, Ryan. I believe I'm saying your name right. Choreographer Ryan, that boy was on 10. He was cold, man. I won't let nobody say nothing wrong about him. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of the stuff he was doing was bull. I won't lie to you. He was doing some wild stuff. Like, he was doing some, and I'm like, boy, I'm big. You got some like step. I wasn't used to all that movement in like musical theater, but musical theater is a tough place. Not everybody's accepted in musical theater. That's why I respect musical theater. I don't got nothing wrong with y'all, but y'all dudes, stay the away. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, no, back to Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus Christ Superstar was lit. At first, I was just an ensemble person, which was just singing like on stage and stuff. But then I got a cast as Annis, and I was hitting some high notes, boy. Whew, I was a priest hitting high notes, boy. Like, I was hitting high notes like crazy. And then, I won't lie to you, this is the craziest thing. I was in high school still, so I'm still the youngest person on set. They brought the college girls and a couple of college dudes that was right next door. Everything was cool, you know what I'm saying? They embraced me, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you come to our college. I was like, no, I'm not going to college. I should have, but, you know, I decided not to go with them. I went to Northwestern, as I know. But anyway, we did the show, and, you know, while doing rehearsals, you know, there's a part where I'm, like, lifting up people because I'm strong. You know, he was like, oh, yeah. They know about Q. I would say everybody knows about Q. But, like, he was like, yeah, Q, you know, you can lift her up and stuff like that. But, yeah, we was doing the routine, and I remember it was, like, a lift-up part, and she's wearing, like a pink dress and some boots. And I said I lifted her so high, like, booty cheeks was in my face. I'm that strong. We like the same height. But I was strong, so I grabbed her by the waist and I lifted her up. And then as I lifted her down, she like drop kicked. She kicked out my, I wanted to beat her. She lucky though. She lucky I liked her, you know what I'm saying? She was cute, y'all. I won't lie, she was pretty cute. White girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ruin that for her. I don't think she was in college though. She was like, I think she was graduated from there. But she was helping us out, whatever. She worked up there. And I was like, you know what you gotta do? I ain't trying I ain't trying to ruin those situations, man. You know, I moved on for that. That was the best experience because it taught me a lot about choreography and dancing. Like, the show itself, it wasn't as amusing. You know, I didn't have like a funny lines or anything like that. I was just more funny, like behind the scenes stuff like that. I wish I did YouTube back then. If I started YouTube back then and I videoed all the funny stuff I was saying, boy. I would have got reported, boy. But nah, I love Jesus Christ Superstar. That was a fun show. Then Yazzie called me back and said, you know, they wondered if I was coming back to do the show. I said, you know, I had to think about it because I was going off to college and I was doing Boys State as a counselor. I did Boys State during the summer last time, missed a couple days, but this time I was a counselor, so it was different. I lost my voice. It was crazy. It was a lot. I got to share a story about Boys State too. I was down to be in there because of the last year's show. Then I got a phone call from Josh, my dog. He was like, bro, I'm not doing the next show. I was like, what? He's like, nah, man, I'm not doing the next show. I was like, bro, you gonna leave me with the kids? He's like, you know, he's trying to motivate me. He's like, yeah, them kids looking at me. I was like, bullshit. I don't know nothing about them kids, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, okay. I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll go do the show. The oldest dude up there, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? I'm cool with it. Big brother on set. Like, I was like, damn, I'm by myself. I was doing some songs too. I did Chain Gon' Come, which is on my other channel. Y'all go see that. Ball of Confusion, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. I don't know, can't remember. But yeah, that show was funny. I met a lot of people during that show. And oh, I gotta share the story. Mr. Budgewater comes up to me. He was like, can I come to you for a second? He's like, sure. He's like, you know, Jordan, my dog Jordan, shout out Jordan. Jordan's not gonna make it, so I need you to, you know, play his part. I was like, what you want me to do? He's like, I just need you to be a slave. I was like, again, keep in mind, this was right before I didn't read the script. I didn't look at the script at all. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you're gonna get beat. I'm like, what? He's like, you know what? I feel so lovable about this. You know, say thank you. He's like, I'm like, bruh, like, you know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show y'all the clip. When you see the behind my shirt, I was acting my ass off. I was like, ah! I was getting beat like a slave. Shit. But guess what? If I was an actual slave, I'm working in the house. Yes, master. Yes, master. I will get that for you. Yes, master. But yeah, I love that show. That was a beautiful show too. That show was funny. That show taught me so much about, you know, culture and stuff like that. Went to college, you know, like, hey, y'all, girls, you know, there's some cute girls up here, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, nah, I'm cool. Cause they were all taken. But yeah, I was doing this show called New Faces, whatever, which is basically like you present yourself. I did All the Gifts, which was a show, and then we did Will Smith, the Aladdin song, and then we did Be Our Guest, like a remix. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry about that. But in rehearsals, I was clowning in that bit so hard, bro. Shout out to my teacher, man. I mean, so I did this, y'all. I was in there in one rehearsal. The teachers that are teaching us are seniors at the college, so we're all freshmen. The freshmen, that's what's called New Faces, because we're seeing all the new faces who's auditioning and stuff like that. We're seeing all y'all's gifts. So during rehearsals or whatever, I played Melodies from Heaven with all the black people, you know what I'm saying? I'll show a little clip of that. But yeah, one student I just can't rock with, right? Her name was blah, 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 blah. We get into it because I imitate, you know, my teacher smoking, you know what I'm saying? And I got in trouble for it because she was like, okay, y'all, we need to stop all the behavior. We need to stop doing this right now. No, she didn't put me out. I was like, you all need to lock in and pay attention. We don't need to be acting like we're smoking cigarettes. We don't need to be cussing. We don't need to be acting a fool. We only have a short amount of time. I was like, lady, who you think you are? I just laughed. I bust out laughing. I was like, man, I did not care what she said whatsoever. And then in college, I was writing like stories and stuff. Because we had like a weekly report about, you know, what we could write about. And I wrote about her. I was killing my writing. She was, and my professor was like, now Q, you know better. But she was laughing at it every time. Because she's like, I guess she just didn't get the joke. That's why I rock with that teacher right there. If I did stay in college, I really should have and just, you know, finished out my musical theater, but no, I'm cool. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing better now, trying to do music and working and stuff like that. And that was my last show I ever did. I did not audition for another show, but I didn't get in there. My last show I did was a show, which is My Heritage 2. Again, I played a character, Bobby, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't as funny or anything like that, but it didn't need me to be. You know what I'm saying? I was just acting and, you know, saying I sang Never Too Much. I'll plug that for the, you know, go to the other channel and watch me sing that. For the, you know, the ASLE program and stuff like that. That's basically my journey, man. I'm gonna do a story time about an after party. I wish I would have recorded. I did record it, but I deleted some of that stuff because I didn't think I would be like doing that. But yeah, and then I gotta share some more stories about you. I'm getting back in my grind of posting. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I've been working on my music, okay? And it's hard to work on a lot of stuff when you're doing all this and you're trying to help other people. But yeah, that's basically my theater, you know what I'm saying? My theater little discography or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can do it all. I can sing, act, dance. Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, music channel. Stay the blessed, God do the rest, hop on your ride and go with the Storytime. Peace.